I am doing the weekly astrology for December 15th through 21st, 2024. The holidays are upon us, and as we peek into a new year, what is the dream that you dream for yourself? What is the dream that you wish for this world? The god of time continues to tick away, and 2025 is going to teach us how valuable that time actually is. So here we are in a moment when Mercury turns direct. We are surrounded by the light of the last full moon, and on the 21st, the sun will move into the dark and serious sign of Capricorn. It is time to open new doors and let in some new light and energy. It is time to open your mind and learn new things. It is time to let what you have been holding onto out into the light of the new year. Intuitively, we know that much is going to change in 2025. That desire for clarity is not currently there, but the places where we know we need to find trust in ourselves is going to be essential to eventually find the reins to direct your own life forward. This is the moment to recognize what is ours to navigate and surrender into a greater flow that is here to teach us tremendous lessons. December 15th. The full moon in Gemini, Mercury comes out of retrograde, and the moon will move into Cancer. It's a big day. We are going to be feeling more detached and very grateful for that quality of the full moon in Gemini. Objectivity is a quality that allows us to feel complete and hints that now is the time to surrender up willingly what is no longer going to be a part of our reality. This moon is ruled by Mercury, and we are also going to have Mercury come out of retrograde this same day. That gives us a new type of mental understanding of the duality in life and allows us to notice where we have been feeling pulled in multiple directions. This combination is nostalgic in its ability to reflect on where we were and how we have come to this point. While opinions abound, they really no longer matter. The course is set, and we are all going to have to figure out how to be with what is about to unfold. We may notice that our mind says one thing and our heart wants something very different. The question becomes, can you hold these two dualities in each hand and manage to walk and or run without dropping either? This moon can give us that essential clarity so that we can know that it is not about what is coming, but about what we need to do to survive it. The duality is all around us, and we are in a world where everyone believes their perspective is correct. Eventually, circumstances will cause us to find a way to come together out of necessity, and we will have to learn ways to communicate that are not so polarizing. What comes next is going to be confusing for everyone, and that is currently being anticipated. Our attachments are not going to matter. Our knowledge is not going to matter. The only thing that is going to instruct and teach what will be are the experiences that are preparing to unfold. Everything is going to change. The key is to be prepared and to be flexible in your perspective and to have many backup plans. The best part about this moment is that it can feed the curiosity inside that wants to learn new things. This week's astrology suggests that it is time to learn very new things. Looping around the familiar topics will not give you what you seek. It is time to become immersed in something that is fresh and unfamiliar. With the sun in Sagittarius and the moon in Gemini, what is clear is the opposition. Such patterns of extreme energies make us question everything we think we know and understand. Gemini loves to contemplate the small bits and make sense out of them. Sagittarius likes to look at the bigger picture and prefers to see the whole rather than the parts. The problem is that at the moment, we can't really see either. That makes us question things and moves us to look at our old ideas of comfort and how they are going out the window. It shows us the mirror of our own defensiveness and lets us expand our own sense of reality and learn to embrace the unknown. What is going to be clear is that the small details are going to have a big impact in our lives, for good and for bad. We are a tapestry being rapidly unwoven, and we are learning that we are going to need both our feelings and logic, Sagittarius, and our flexibility at navigating the duality, Gemini. Some will turn the Sagittarius energy into its lower perspective, and they will become arrogant and self-righteous. Such souls will start justifying everything that is about to happen. Others will take the Gemini energy and judge others and take small things personally. The better way is for both to remember that we are going to need to learn to observe and respond appropriately to protect ourselves and our family without the emotional drama of the past. We are going to need to be open to learning many new ways and to stay open to growing in ways that we did not think were necessary. What is going to be clear is that no one is going to have the answers for you. What is unfolding is going to require each person to take responsibility for their choices and actions. Make choices that are proactive and allow yourself to find safety in a world that is not going to allow us to relax and find comfort in the old systems that used to protect us. This Mercury retrograde has dragged us into some old patterns that needed to be addressed and integrated. Now, with it turning direct, we begin to piece together the complicated constructs of our mind that have shaped our reality. Many have found this retrograde to be exhausting and emotionally taxing. Now, with it going direct, we can begin to make sense out of it all. As we learn to take ownership for the past choices, we will uncover the real reasons for this journey. In life, we have moments that appear so challenging that we have trouble remembering and navigating the many energies hitting us all at once. Those moments came up during the last retrograde of Mercury, forcing us to take another look at where we gapped out and where we were trying to become more conscious. As this pesky planet moves into revealing secrets, I expect many are going to make sense in the long run, but currently we are unsure how to make all the pieces fit together. With the moon moving into Cancer, we are almost desperate for a moment of peace and quiet. We want the familiar, but situations seem to continue to stress us in unusual ways. Demands are made once again, and we look to how we are supposed to accomplish them. What is clear is that we are not going to be able to do things as perfectly as we would like, but we can do what is necessary to make others comfortable enough in the process. December 17th, the moon goes into Leo. With the moon's emergence into Leo, the sky brightens, and there's a moment when we feel as if things will somehow work out. Our smile seems to bloom once again from our face, and we are in the process of trying to make things flow more organically. We are clear about the challenges, but at least we are in a mood to give new things a try. December 20th, the moon goes into Virgo. The moon moves into the detailed and focused sign of Virgo, and we seem to want to get things in order so that we can find a place to stand that is solid under our feet and we can embrace whatever comes next. There is a draw to feel at least more prepared, though with this astrology we are not quite certain as to what that might mean currently. The key is going to be in flexibility of the mutable sign of Virgo. Trust that you can find a way through, and you will find it. December 21st, the sun moves into Capricorn. The sun shines into Capricorn, and that will shift our focus from outward to inward. Some signs will feel more comfort as we move into this earthly sign. Others will feel melancholic because of the uncertainty that is looming in our reality. What you experience is your next level of growth. That will be the area to focus on over the next month. At least this Capricorn sun will give us a great deal of determination and a sense of duty to finishing up a task. Capricorn loves to build things from the visions and the hopeful places inside. It is ambitious while being patient. It recognizes that all things have their time. It asks much of us over the next month and shows us that it is time to be much more practical and to recognize that we are not just starting a new chapter, but beginning an entirely new book. We are to look and question what we see as our mission and purpose. We are to look objectively at what might be our deeper gifts to this planet that have been hidden in the shadows and that we have been afraid to address, look at, or share. This week we are trying to clear space and we are trying to put new visions into form. Thoughts and feelings will run deep. We look at our past desires and fears in a new and clearer light. We also recognize that to make sense out of it all, we will need to have those around us that support us in that journey. We are going to need sounding boards that we can count on. We are going to need to have those around us that can help us make sense out of the many parts of our psyche that are finally coming into a new and more integrated form. Thanks, everyone.